guys, welcome to Sky Castle. Finally, about a year after I bought this place, I am making this house tour video as promised, and I'm so excited that I can finally show you how does it look inside. But before I bring you in, let me show you some stories behind it so you get to know more about the house before going in and you know what to expect in this video. So when I first got in, it was all empty. And renovation took about 1 to 2 months, which was very bearable, and I'm so lucky to have a few interior designers who actually gave me a lot of helpful suggestions, but I am also one of them. I took part in every process, every stage of getting the house done. It's a very long process, but it was so fun. When all the bits and pieces gather, when you finally see it right in front of your eyes, I tell you, it's one of the best feelings on earth, and that's why I burst into tears when I got my keys. I was so emotional to realize I have come this far. So as you can see, this is a dual key unit. There are 2 doors behind me. This is my studio. I make this my home office. This is where I stay. So living space, working space, and now I'm gonna bring you into my home. So the first thing you see when you get into the house is the living area alongside this full height glass sliding doors to get to the balcony. And I love that the balcony and the sliding doors are so wide that I could get natural light in the living room. So basically I don't need to turn on any lights during daytime to save the energy. Well, Malaysia is a very hot country, so a lot of people would avoid using too much of glass in the house, but I have to give credits to Raytech Films for the tinted glass. So not only for this area, they also cover all the windows in the entire house, and the films that they use could actually reject or block the majority of the sunlight of the UV radiation. And when I say majority, I mean 99%. So I decorated this area with beige color curtain and also a layer of sheer curtain for a more dreamy look. Speaking about dreamy, I haven't told you why I named this Sky Castle. I love the sky. Whenever I'm on airplane, I chose the window seat most of the time because you know, looking at the sky is just so calming. I fell in love instantly when I first got into this unit because it's located at one of the highest floors with this mesmerizing KL city view. So if you look from this direction, you're literally staying at somewhere high up in the sky. So Sky Castle. And castle sounds like a dream. It sounds huge, it sounds beautiful. Although the space here is quite limited, it's small, it is a castle that I built for myself with my own hard work. So it's a dream come true, and there comes the name. So this TV console is designed by myself. I actually drew it out and showed it to Unity Kitchen that I want a very simple one like this. So we measured the sound system equipment first before we make the cabinet, so everything fits in perfectly and all the cables are hiding behind. I'm a Virgo. I cannot see messy cables in my house. This TV is from Sony Bravia A9G from the Master Series. You need to come here and look how thin it is from the side. It's so thin. I love this TV to the max. Hey Google, search Amazing Spring on YouTube. There you go! I really enjoy watching films with this TV because it really gives you the cinema experience. The sound comes from the screen, from the sides, from everywhere. I also use the same TV for karaoke. So we have the complete karaoke system over here. And if you look over there, I have a standing mic in rose gold. It's super pretty and it sounds good at the same time. Right behind it, I have a Xiaomi air purifier. I do have a lot of home appliances from Xiaomi actually, from air purifier to vacuum cleaner to small kitchen appliances, and I use the Mi Home app to actually control them. It's kind of like a small little smart home system kind of thing. It's quite cool. I'm gonna make a separate video to include them in to show you how I normally use them, so make sure you watch it if you're interested. So here is my 3-seater L-shaped sofa using fabrics from Aqua Clean. I wanted to have a grey one to match with the house to give it a more cozy feel, so they customized this for me based on my preference, including the design. Let me show you a magic. This is a push-back sofa instead of having just one side that I can, put my legs up. So whenever my family comes to visit and to Netflix together, no one is gonna fight for that seat because everywhere here is spacious enough for everybody. I sometimes even sleep here. I take my nap here. Basically, this can be an extra bed in the house. But the most important thing about the sofa is the fabric, using AquaClean technology that is stain resistant. Yes, it is. And it's pet friendly. Also, it has a protective shield that could avoid any humidity in it, so it's more hygienic and it prevents mites and bacteria from reproducing. So it's a perfect choice for home with pets or babies. Before moving on to the dining area, let's look up to the ceiling. So I got the makeover guys to do all the wallpapers, the lightings, some of the furniture, so basically everything else that I don't mention. As you can see, I use a lot of wallpapers instead of paintings because there are more designs to play with. And I chose the chiffon theme with mostly white and wooden color in the house with just a little bit of black to affect the mood. I also like to apply a touch of a striking color or something different to create a contrast impression. So if you notice, in the living room, I chose to have forest green, so it's more botanical, and this is the colder color tone. But if you switch the direction to this side, everything is white and gray with just a touch of striking orange for some summer vibes. So it's not that boring. It's so hard to find chairs in orange color. I got them from Taobao after tons and tons of research, and I love them to the mix. Okay, back to the dining area. This is my 6-seater dining table with some hanging lights on top, mostly for decoration because I rarely turn them on. Because I stay here alone, and yes, sometimes my family visits, but this is more than enough size for us. Unless we are expecting more guests to come, then I would choose to add 2 more chairs at the side to have more people to join the table, to join the dinner with us. Yep, and this is my piano. I only moved this in a few days ago because initially I wanted to change to a white upright to match with the house. But I have so much memories with this piano. I am not selling it yet. I bought this piano when I was 12, 13 with my own money. I really wanted to, learn piano. I convinced my parents to send me to piano classes. So yeah, this means a lot to me and I am still keeping it, no deal. If you look up, this is the horse painting decoration. I really love animals. You can actually comment down below and tell me how many animals you actually notice in my house. I do have a lot of them. I myself lost count. There's a tiger over there. So here are more decoration, but what I want to say is this is not the permanent look of the house because I enjoy switching deco pieces. I also like to bring in new deco items from my travels to fill in the empty spaces or to give my house a new look from time to time. So this is just as simple as it is, and I am so obsessed with large wall clock. So I got this very simple yet elegant gold clock that I think it goes so well with the plain wall and just a stripe of wooden wallpaper. It looks perfect for me. Welcome to my kitchen. I need to thank Unity Kitchen with all my heart for turning this kitchen into how it looks right now. It's so beautiful. If you want me to rate their service, their professionalism, their efficiency, the quality of the cabinets in the scale of 1 to 10, 10 with no doubt. I love them so much. They have done a brilliant job. I can talk so much about them, but it's impossible for me to include everything in one video. So again, I'm saving it in another video just for Unity Kitchen so I can cover all the details that you need to know. So stay tuned. Now, look at the beautiful kitchen behind me. So again, Unity Kitchen first came here to take the measurement, and then they built the cabinet according to the measurement, so all the kitchen appliances are perfectly fitted into the cabinets, so it looks very minimalistic, especially with the cabinet doors over here that have no handles on it. So the compartment inside is just as simple as it is, but there's one thing I need to mention is that this is not the normal board that you see in other kitchens out there. Unity Kitchen is the first ever company in Malaysia that uses anti-cockroach board. Yes, you heard it correctly, anti-cockroach board that is eco-friendly, that is safe to use. It contains no toxin, no bad smell, but yes, they help to chase cockroaches away. I mean, in the first or second year that you stay, it's quite normal that you don't see cockroaches yet in the kitchen, but the longer you stay, the more stuff you have in the kitchen, cockroaches will come out of nowhere. I don't understand. And it's gonna be an infinity wall for you to completely chase them out from the kitchen, from the house. So I thought, why not work on it in the beginning? Now, in other cabinets here, I have some accessories from Hefla, which I think is so useful to me. This is another one where I can store all the sauces, and especially this one. This is so cool. I think I made it very clear that I can't reach the things inside, but with the help of Hefla accessories, I can just turn and turn and turn to get whatever I want. Cool! But I still cannot reach the top. It's fine. So if you look at the top, it was initially left open, the gray area, but Unity Kitchen helped me to conceal everything so it's easier to do the cleaning in the future. And here's this tip to share with you. If you know that you're going to be staying at the place for at least a few years, it's very important to place practicality ahead everything. So make sure you get the right cabinets, the right design. It's going to save you a lot of troubles in the future. Now, let me talk about my kitchen appliances. This is my favorite refrigerator from Panasonic. We've been using the same model in my parents' house for a few years already. I'm so happy with it, and that's why I insist to get the same model, just a size smaller in my new house. This is a premium bottom freezer refrigerator, which I think is really practical because the freezer is somewhere that I visit the least. So whenever I want to get my drinks, my fruits, or anything from the fridge, I can just open it and get it without the need to, squat down and look for it. Here's my microwave, my oven from Fotal. Don't you think they look very pretty? The outer appearance of Fotal appliances actually caught my attention first before I did more research about it. But yes, the quality is as good as how it looks. So I use this most of the time. It's very easy to use. Whenever I eat alone, I just heat my food. She's my best friend. But whenever my parents visit, they would use the induction hob to do the cooking. And here, I have the best range of hood for condominiums. It's also from Fotal. We've done a lot of cooking here, sometimes even with the windows closed, with AC on, but there's no bad smelling in the house and air circulation was good, so good job. Now I'm going to show you another magic, and this is the biggest magic in my house. I got all my guests looking like, whoa, this one. Why is it so special about this? Whoa! It's so cool. It has a name, it's called Climber. So if I want to close it, I can just tap it again. Isn't it cool? So cool! So this is from Hefla, also the same brand I mentioned earlier, the accessories brand. For the first time I saw it at Unity Kitchen's showroom, I was like, I need to get this. But this is exclusive to Hefla Australia. But guess what? They shipped it over. They sent me this beautiful white color one, which was said to be the only 2 pieces in Malaysia so far. One is in my house. What? I am so overwhelmed. And then you might ask me this question, why is there so many alcohol in the cabinet? I am an alcoholic. I can drink, I am so good at it. Not convincing. I mean, I can't be storing toilet rolls like tissue papers or dog food in such a precious cabinet, right? So there you go. This became my little alcohol collection cabinet for someone who doesn't drink at all. Okay, that's it for the kitchen, and now I'm gonna bring you straight into my master bedroom.